Hi Chelsea fans, Chels Daft here, back with your match review. Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0. We are through to the FA Cup semi-final draw that's going to take place this evening, but it doesn't tell the whole story. For me, personally, if you've watched my live commentary, you'll know how I feel about the game. We got away with one today. Let's get cracking. So guys, coming into the game, you expected changes and there were plenty. Kepa was in goal. Our centre-backs, three centre-backs was Emerson, left side, Zuma in the middle, Christensen on the right, Ben Chilwell left-sided wing-back, Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right. Midfield 2 was Kovacic and Billy Gilmour, with the two number 10s being Christian Pulisic, Mason Mount, who was captain today, and up front, Olivier Giroud. Sheffield United, under a new manager, were always going to come and look to try and impress. It's their only chance to try and achieve some sort of success this season, bearing in mind they're in a relegation dogfight. But the fact they made a managerial change, you knew they're going to be up and at this game. Their 3-5-2 formation, they choose to have an extra man lying deep in the middle of midfield and two players up top, rather than what Chelsea do with four in midfield and three in the attacking area. It's safe to say that Chelsea dominated the game overall for around 70 minutes. I'll get into that in just a second. The first half, Chelsea were good. Chelsea were popping the ball about, doing what they do under Thomas Tuchel, which is moving the ball sideways. And if there's no option that side, quick one-touch interplay, moving it across the whole length of the pitch to the other side to create openings. That's what we were doing. We're working them side to side. They had a couple of little moments where McGoldrick would pick the ball up and shoot from 30 yards, which was easy for Kepa. Did it twice. Kepa was comfortable. Chelsea got into some good positions, but lacked that final ball, that sort of connection where a pass was played behind somebody, or, and that's to do with all the change in the team. We understand that. But we got our goal late on in the first half with a corner that we had plenty of pressure, plenty of possession down the right-hand side. Corner comes in, swung, right foot out swinger, beats everybody, comes out to Ben Chilwell, left corner of the box. His low shot was deflected in off the defender into the net to make it 1-0. Chelsea had a big chance after we'd scored the goal with Christian Pulisic. Chelsea were pushed high late in the first half with Sheffield United, with their possession deep inside their own half. They play it forwards, I think it was to Norwood, and without looking, he tries to play a ball back to his centre half in the D outside his own penalty box. Pulisic spots it and is alive, and he gets there first. Flicks the ball past the defender, but stumbles from his own accord, and as he tries to pick himself up, he just about composes himself as he goes in on goal to the right-hand side, and Ramsdale comes out, makes himself big, and Pulisic tries to flick it over him. Keeper saves it, and the danger is averted. So we go in at half-time. We're 1-0 up, and you're thinking we're playing well, we're dominant. We've had a good chance. We're restricting them from chances from deep, and just more of the same. Kovacic and Gilmour were comfortable in the middle. At the back, we look comfortable with Emerson, who was playing well, along with Zuma next to Christensen. And it was decent. Chelsea were playing quite well. The only person that wasn't really in the game was Callum Hudson-Odoi, who is being man-marked out the game. As soon as you play it forward to him, he's got someone up against him, so he's playing it back. Mason Mount was busy, but when he got into the final third, a player shutting him down and couldn't really be that much of an influence. So you're thinking second half more of the same, but if we can just have that killer pass, we should be okay. Olivier Giroud, not really in the game as well, has to be said, by half-time. At times he could pick the ball up and lay it off, but more often than not, he's got two players up against him, so couldn't really get involved. So second half starts, and it's pretty much the same. Chelsea dominating possession of the ball again, moving forward into attacking areas, but lack that final pass. You then see changes being made by Thomas Tuchel, which I did not understand, because what it did, it played into the hands of Sheffield United. They're 1-0 down. They're chasing the game, so they're throwing people forward. Then we make a whole host of changes in the second half, and at one point, it looked as though Christian Pulisic and Callum Hudson-Odoi are supporting Mason Mount, who's playing as the furthest attacker forward. And every time we then make the change, like we're being dominated by Sheffield United. They're coming forward. They're throwing balls in the box. They're getting the ball wide. Crosses in the box, which is what we were dealing with. But when we're trying to get those balls away, we're playing them up to Hudson-Odoi, to Pulisic and to Mason Mount to hold the ball up against their centre-halves who just outmuscle them, and it doesn't stick and it keeps coming back. We then make more changes. Hakim Ziyech and Kai Havertz come on, and rather than say to Kai Havertz, play up as the number 9, right up against the defender, he's doing what he does as number 9, which doesn't work. He's dropping deep. So when we get the ball, we're looking for the out ball. There isn't one. And Sheffield United for 20 minutes at the end of that game were dominant. They were forcing us into problems. They were getting it wide, crosses in the box, which we dealt with. But I have to say, we got away with the game today, and for 2 reasons. I'll get onto our second goal, which killed it right at the death. But up to that point, we didn't have any end product after we got the 1-0. Christian Pulisic had a great opportunity second half. He slalomed his way through 2 defenders into the box right-hand side, gets to the edge of the 6-yard box, and if anything, half-heartedly side foots the ball as a shot. Rather than drill it bottom corner to the opposite corner, he side foots it straight to the goalkeeper again, who makes the save, and the rebound goes over the bar. But that's as close as we got into our second goal. But Sheffield United had a massive opportunity. They had a throw-in on the right-hand side, which they take short and get it back, flick it up the line, and Lundstrom plays a ball to the back post to McGoldrick, who spun off of Cesar Azpilicueta, who's on, and also Reece James, who's on as well. And McGoldrick, 4 yards from goal, he's left of centre, and he heads it towards the far post and heads it 2-3 yards wide. Massive opportunity to score with Kepa coming across to put an arm out who couldn't have got there. They missed an absolute sitter to make it 1-1. And then late on when they're chasing the game, they have a cross comes into the box and Kurt Zouma on the stretch blocks the ball but can't recover and get himself up. And it just sort of stops the ball dead left of the penalty spot. And Rhian Brewster steps up and drives a shot in towards the near post, and it gets deflected away inches wide, and it was just alarm bells. We didn't have an out ball that would stick. We were not playing the right passes in the final third. We were making it easy for Sheffield United, who were coming forward and throwing more people on up front, and we looked shaky. We couldn't get hold of the ball. They were dominant, and then we got a second goal when we broke down the right-hand side. The ball's played into the middle. They committed too many men forward. Kovacic comes forward and plays it out to Ben Chilwell, who, to be fair, spots Hakim Ziyech on the D outside their box, flicks the ball up to him. He takes a touch with his right foot high as he goes in towards the box, and he waits for it to come down, and he drills a left foot shot into the bottom corner to kill the game in the 92nd minute and 30 seconds of 93 minutes, including the injury time, and it was game over. Chelsea killed off Sheffield United at the death. Should have done it a lot sooner, but our end product wasn't good enough. I said before the game in my commentary, will this be the day we'll see Chelsea scored 3 under Thomas Tuchel, and we were way off it. We really got away with that with the 2 big chances they had and they missed. We could have been 2-1 down, chasing the game. We backed off, we let them have possession, and that was down to the substitutions that were made by Tuchel, which I didn't understand. We lacked a focal point up front. We put little players up there, Mount, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, try and hold the ball up, and they were just getting out-muscled. Every time they played it up to them, they kept losing it, and it was awful. It was just, we played ourselves into problems. We could have been punished. We wasn't. We got away with one today. Sheffield United played well. Make no mistake, Chelsea weren't good enough. Yes, we won 2-0, deflected goal, and a goal right at the death, but we were made to work for it, and we got to be better. You go from the extremes of the perfect game against Atletico Madrid. Yes, I know there was changes today, and yes, I know it's 14 games unbeaten, and we still haven't conceded, but we nearly did twice. So we're going to go into this international break with plenty to ponder, plenty to think about, but we're in the semi-final draw. It'll take place about 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight, and then obviously we're in the Champions League with a great draw against Porto. So we got a break now for 2 weeks for the internationals coming up, and Chelsea are doing well. Today was a bit of a disappointing game, I have to say, but we're through. So I just thought we got away with it. That's my overall feeling sitting here now. Even though we've won, and it was good, we just got away with one today. And sometimes I guess you have to do that. Anyway, let me know what you think of the game in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And just, as I say, let me know what you think of the game. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Plenty of football on with West Ham beating Arsenal currently. 3-1 at half time. So yeah, enjoy your Sunday. See you guys tomorrow.